The National Treasury.
And
I want to plead with this conference to look at the unique situation of Kenya and see how then we can get into an engagement on credit rating, because there is something not working right. That is why you find our DSA calculation by IMF and the rest is also having challenges. Not properly done, in my view. We have implemented, or we have started implementing a number of reforms, which in my view should go into improving our standing as a country and our credit rating in general. First, and this has been spoken to here, domestic resource mobilization. Kenya even attempted in 1 year to increase revenue, ordinary revenue, by 30% in 1 single year. In fact, I say that this was actually to a large extent carelessness. You can't afford that, you can't achieve that. You cannot increase revenue by 2% of GDP in 1 financial year. It would cause civil unrest, and that is why we almost had a near collapse of the country last year. But we attempted it, and we made some progress in terms of revenue mobilization. Right now, we are on a serious reform agenda under expenditure rationalization. If you listen to government officers, their view about Treasury single account, it has put closed stops. Previously, what government officers used to do, accounting officers, they request for money from the Treasury, indicates where they want to apply the money. Once they receive the money, they put the money in, the receipts into current accounts and start applying it anyhow again. That is now stopped. If you requisition money based on certain invoices, you must pay those invoices. And it has closed taps.
Comparatives across countries is also important. You had the CS mentioning specific countries and the parameters that those countries do present vis-a-vis what Kenya has. We also want to understand why are countries that probably have less performance parameters being rated higher than a country like Kenya. So those are the discussions that need to be undertaken, clearly understood, and factored fairly into the final evaluation that is given to the rating of a country.
Obviously, for us as a nation, we do believe we are deserving of an investment grade rating, and hence the effort to have an interagency approach to it, so that if it is a question of data, that you are not getting data from one corner, then as a team of government, we can answer all your questions.
A foreign credit rating is not just a financial metric. It is a development tool. And that is why it's so fundamental for an agency like UNDP to be involved in this type of work. It influences investor sentiment, borrowing terms, and ultimately the government ability to deliver on its development promises. A strong rating can unlock more affordable financing for infrastructure, climate resilience, social protection, areas that directly impact the life of the ordinary Kenyans.